could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48. Built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football. So are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Over.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
No. To the 50. Over.
Throwing is Rodgers. That's taken in by Callaway. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
80 weapons. Tighten up.
Rodgers now to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now a first down carry by Jones. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Win 18. 45. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 14.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
26.
The third year back from BYU, Jamal Williams with a carry. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to third down.
Brings up third and goal.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
Mike, 45. Come on.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Lock and the Broncos going to come up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Locke's throw caught by Sutton, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Locke. He'll find Lindsey here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Hey, wahoo! Hey! Mike 50. We ain't giving him nothing today.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, here we go.
Hey, check Mike 50. Hey, Echo. Check Mike 50.
Here we go, here we go. Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Again, it's Locke. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Check 50, check 50. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018, the Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay.
6'6", bullet high.
Watch the run.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
50, Mike's 50. Tighten up, tighten up.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Come on, set, 50, plant. General West.
Tight end right. Everyone, we got 4 down. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
We got Mike 50, Mike 50, huh?
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
5.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Let's go. 60 or.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
X3. 218, chop.
Check.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by Blake Martinez. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
50.
Six guys. Check 6 guys. Get it.
Now a carry for Lindsey. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Freeman. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Packers' 8-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Ready? Hey, 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike.
Now Locke on the bootleg. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
Hey, high 7. 50. Yeah.
Double dog. That's the way. 50's the mark. 50's the mark. Here we go, Steve. Here I come. Hey, alert.
Hey, exit.
50.
Here we go.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on that,
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Tie ball game. Still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
90, Wolf. Topper.
On 1st down, Lindsey. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back.
Let's go.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Wide, get wide. 6-6, pull it high. 5.
Lock again here on 2nd and 10. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop.
Hey, Mike's 50. On the arm.
Hey, check Mike 50. Good. 50, check Mike 50.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Mike 50. Hey, defense. Hey, defense. Let's go. Mike 50. Mike 50. Wild Bill. Wild Bill. Mike 50. Mike 50. Let's go tight end. Yep. Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50. I'm coming.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He'll get this one to Patrick. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, Broncos.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Smooth.
Hey, we got Mike 50. Mike 50. Huh? Go, go, go.
Get.
On 1st down, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dean Lowry just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
61. Match box.
Clock now to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, foxtrot. Pilot, 64, weak. 2.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one 28 yards on the ground. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
Hey, we're not going.
They will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Check safety, check safety.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Let's go now. 8 read. Topper, topper.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Ready? Coaching spell. 60 Pittsburgh.
Now to the air. Lock. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. Block now. 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Block now on first down. This is the tight end, Fant. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Fant, the first-round pick out of Iowa, taken 20th overall, second tight end taken in the draft. Amazingly, the second Iowa tight end taken in the draft, his teammate T.J. Hawkinson, 8th overall. He was selected by the Lions, but Noah Fant really wowed everyone in Indianapolis at the Combine and now trying to parlay that into an impressive NFL career. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
6-6, pull it high.
They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And a short gain down to about the 33. Preston Smith there on the stop.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch tight end. Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Go.
Mike 50, Mike.
Get it.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
You're all right, baby. You're all right. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. I got him. Hey, Mike's 50. I got you.
Hey, Charlie.
Shotgun snap to Locke. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
We can't be stopped.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
At the 19-yard line.
Here we go. 70, Indy. X3, 218, chop it.
Shit. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I'm coming.
Greystone, travel.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Shoot. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Watch out. Whip. Watch out.
Look. Squeeze.
We got.
Now.
Another run by Lindsey. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
61, matchbox.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Now Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Set, ready, 50, plant.
Watch the pass. Here we go. 36.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Ready.
Lock now on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's got it. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with any. There on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur, so they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 41, Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. They'll go for it. It's Locke. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Preston Smith. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, take 26.
Now it's Rodgers. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. Running right, Jones.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Easy. Hey, Haywood.
You got nothing.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Locke. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And oh my, mistake there. Backs up, takes a fair catch at the 3-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Pull it high.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle, there to make the stop.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
At the 7-yard line.
Speed Rivers.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And some room to run now. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsey, 93 yards. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
McManus's point after is good, and that will shave one more off this lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Kill. Hey, 88.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Open man is Allison, complete. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers looking to throw. Forced out to his left. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back.
Freeman. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Well, a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jake Butt, the tight end, his intended receiver. But now it's third and goal. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's Locke. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down. And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on fourth and goal. Locked to throw for it on fourth. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jeff Hireman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is recovered by the Packers, so that might just about do it. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if you picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Green Bay, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the